Current San Francisco 49ers and former Seahawk Legion of Boom cornerback Richard Sherman is set to hit free agency. And given Mike Zimmer's love for cornerbacks, we've been bombarded with, hey, Richard Sherman, how about Richard Sherman? How about him? How about Sherman? How about the Sherman there? All that stuff. Nah. So I'm pretty about the idea of Richard Sherman as a free agent this offseason, but here we are. So let's talk about it. So Richard Sherman turns 33 years young in March. 6'3", $195, was a 5th-round pick by the Seahawks back in the day. In 2011, coming out of Stanford. And ironic, because his college head coach was Jim Harbaugh. And then Harbaugh went to the Niners after 2010. Sherman went to the Seahawks, and they're on oppositions of that great rivalry for a hot second. But converted college wide receiver, finished up his career in Palo Alto with 80 tackles, 6 interceptions, final 2 seasons as a cornerback. Combine, so elite length and size, but you can see why he fell. So marginal 40 in explosiveness, not great in agility, nice production over 2 years, but also was a position convert, and also could be scheme dependent in the pros, which we've seen. So yeah, but the Seahawks made themselves a great pick in the 5th round, became a superstar with the Legion of Boom, 3-time first-team All-Pro, won a Super Bowl, 36 career interceptions, signed with the Niners in 2018 at age 30, made the Pro Bowl last year, had 3 picks, was second-team All-Pro in 2019. Although, I mean, with some of that, like a career achievement, sort of, there you go. Is set to hit free agency this offseason and has talked about leaving the Niners this year, as Robert Saleh, the defense coordinator, he and Sherman go way back like chiropractic, is probably going to get a head coaching job this offseason. So, pros, I mean, absolutely elite production in the past, no doubt about it. He took away 1/2 of the field, 1/3 of the field with Seattle for a number of years. I mean, that can't be slept on, right? But again, this isn't baseball. This is the NFL. Like, we don't pay guys for what they did. We pay guys for what they're going to do. So, I mean, Richard Sherman, who's going to be 33, what are we going to do? Give him a 3-year deal when you're not sure if he's going to be elite for 1 year? It's rough. So, cons, obviously age 33. Also, missed time this year with a left calf injury. So, it's important to note that sometimes calf on an injury report can mean Achilles, and Sherman has had his share of Achilles injuries before. 2017, he tore his right one in his final year in Seattle. So you have an older cornerback with 2 bad Achilles. Cool. All right. Also, scheme. So Sherman has gotten this rep of being, well, he's only a cover 3 cornerback, blah, 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 blah. Is that true? Kinda. So in Seattle, they ran a great cover 3 heavy scheme, right? So cornerbacks cover a deep third with the free safety in the middle, which is generally Earl Thomas. Now, it's a lot more complicated than that, but simplicity's sake, that's what it is, right? And when he went to the Niners in 2018, that's when current defense coordinator Robert Saleh came in from Jacksonville and installed a version of the Seattle Cover 3 because he had spent some time as a low-level assistant with Seattle when they were on their Super Bowl runs, etc. So Zimmer's defense doesn't use a ton of cover 3, mainly cover 2, some Tampa 2 and 3rd and long situations, 2 deep man, single high man, etc. And the Vikings defense has played man coverage 55% of the time this year, roughly. Also, Sherman has played almost exclusively on the left side of the field, like over 97% of his career snaps came at left cornerback, right? So it's not like switching sides is a deal per se. But, I mean, there's a reason why, because remember, when he joined the Niners in 2018, like, there was early viral clips in training camp and OTAs of Sherman getting burned in one-on-one spots, because that's not his game. That isn't. Like, if you want him to go out and man up, belt buckle to belt buckle against, say, Allen Robinson or Babytron, or I'm just naming wide receivers who aren't going to be in the division next year, or that guy in Green Bay who was not as good as Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, you're going to have a bad time. But having him sit in his zone and ball hawk, that's what he's best at. That's what he's been phenomenal at. Borderline Hall of Famer? Borderline, right? But I don't know. I don't know right now, because Sherman, who is not shy about airing his grievances, even though I actually do love his attitude. He's very smart, insightful guy, and I like it. I do like it. He's an absolute team leader, but he would be adapting to a new scheme that has little resemblance to the ones that he's played in the past decade in the National Football League. Oh, yeah, and he's 33 and has 2 bad feet. Also, so the cost. I wouldn't be shocked if a team throws $10 to $12 million at him per year. right? So candidates would be the Browns, where their defense coordinator, Joe Woods, who came over with Stefanski, was the Niners DB coach in 2019, when Richard Sherman made the Pro Bowls with second team All-Pro, so math. Or wherever Robert Saleh ends up landing a head coaching job, possibly Detroit. This ain't Detroit, man, this is Super Bowl. So, no. Old, expensive, injured, not a scheme fit. But other than that, really, really good. I respect his game a lot. But, I mean, he's a great player, just would not be great here, right? So I'd rather roll with Dantzler, Gladney, Harrison Hand. This entire year, taking all the lumps, all the ups and downs, that's going to be huge, payoff huge in the next couple of years. You're starting to see Dantzler come around. You saw Gladney get better every single week, and towards the end of the year just sort of fell apart. Harrison Hand, if they actually let him on the field, can be that dude. So I think that's the trio. Going forward, that should be the trio. Next year, the Vikings nickel cornerbacks should be Dantzler and Hand on the outside, Gladney on the inside. Let's go, right? So, Richard Sherman, yeah, nah. All right, what are your thoughts? Richard Sherman, Vikings, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.